Welcome back. This is Pastor Mo with 2+ Minutes of Fame. So today we're going to talk about the fact that judging and warning are two different things. See, I don't judge people, but I do warn them of what's coming next if they don't trust Christ. And judging seems to be really harsh, but warning somebody is showing that love for somebody that you really don't even know, but you still want to share what's about to come. And so, like in Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 and 2, everybody wants to spout that out. They don't know the address, but they know, judge not that you be judged. And I was like, well, do you understand? If you keep reading, verse 2 says, for with the judgment you pronounce, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. So does that mean we're not supposed to judge each other? Absolutely not. It's just letting us know that if I'm into sin, but yet I see you in the same sin and I tell you not to do that, I'm going to get judged by that same accord, okay? And there's plenty of scriptures to talk about how here in the church, if you call yourself a Christian and I call myself a Christian, we're allowed to hold each other accountable, okay? So, the word judge in the Greek is the word krino. It means to call into question. And in Matthew, Jesus talked about, you'll know them by their fruits. Well, how do you know people by their fruits if you're not judging that fruit? And I worked in agriculture. My dad was an apple orchardist for many, many years. And they would judge the fruit. And as it went along the sorter line, my mom worked on the sorter line, and she'd pick it up. And if it wasn't good enough, it went into the juicer bin. And if it was good enough, it went into the box. So we're to judge the fruit that's coming out of each other, okay? And we know this because in 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 12, Paul is speaking to the Corinthian church, and he says, for what have I to do with judging outsiders? Okay, we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to judge the outside world and people that are not in the church, because that's God's job. It goes on to say, is it not those inside the church whom you are to judge? And it depends on what version you're saying, but we're supposed to keep each other accountable. Now, we don't want to go up to each other and say, hey, will you judge me and I'll judge you? That's just not what we say. We say, hey, will you hold me accountable and we'll be accountability partners? It's just a little easier to say, but it means the same thing, okay? In Ezekiel 3:18 through 21, though, it does tell us that we are supposed to warn those people that are heading down that road to hell. Because if we don't, then, and they go to hell and we have the opportunity, then what happens is their blood is on our hands. Now, I'm just telling you what the Word of God says. I'm not interpreting it any other way than what it's read, okay? So we're supposed to warn people and witness to people. And Jesus said it lots, go out, go into all the world, and preach the gospel, okay? And there's a way you can do it without seeming judgmental, okay? But we're supposed to go out there and witness the gospel, okay? We all know that. Now in Proverbs 27:17 is one of my favorite verses. It says, iron sharpens iron as another man sharpens another, okay? And that depends on what version you're reading, but it basically tells us, that's telling us to keep each other sharp. How do we do that? By getting off the rough edges, by always holding each other accountable. And there's a way you can do it and still be loving, okay? Just food for thought today. I hope you have a great day. And by the way, make sure you get Pastor Bob's cups. I got a few up here. I got 5 more coming. And it has the best coffee in it, all right? Have a great day.